Y'all, it is a Monday.
Hello, everyone. How are we doing?
I don't even know how to act on a Monday.
Oh,
this is our first Monday.
Is it our first? Yeah, because we kept skipping Mondays.
We kept skipping Mondays because work just gets hectic. But which you would think we would have done today because there was one hockey game yesterday.
We just had to see you all, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just had to hang out, but it's fine. But we will start the conversation with the playoff race. Shannon and I have been talking about this since we last streamed with everyone. The Islanders also clinched an East spot. So the East now has 4 spots accounted for. But that could change tonight. Shannon, what's the tea for your Bruins?
All right, so the Bruins play the Devils tonight, which is a dirty game. Talk about not trusting a hoe. I don't trust the New Jersey Devil team. I trust nothing about that game. I don't think that the Bruins can easily call this even though they're playing incredible, they have a shoddy track record next to the Devils. They
found their stride, but that's not a guarantee here.
Yeah, but the good thing about this is that they can still clinch if the Rangers lose, and the Rangers have lost their stride aggressively, and they're playing the Islanders. So if the Bruins and the Bruins only need 1 point, so even if they go to overtime with the Devils, then they've clinched.
Yeah.
And if the Rangers win and the Bruins take a point, they actually hop up to third. So
yes, that's awesome.
There's a lot in play here.
Yeah, there's hope for the Bruins. That's what the least to say.
Yeah, they've gotten their shit together. Thank you, Taylor Hall. And thank you, David Krejci.
Yes. Let's talk the playoff races in the other divisions in the West. So, in the West, technically, there are 4 teams in contention still, which are the Blues, the Coyotes, the Sharks, and the Kings fighting for that 3rd spot. But, let's be realistic here. It's between the Blues and the Coyotes. That's just what it is. But the Blues have been killing it lately and keep playing the Wild. But they finally lost to the Wild on Saturday, which we'll get to again. But they need to keep their momentum going if they want to stay consistent here.
Yeah, I mean, there's just a whole lot of question marks in the Central. And the thing is, they haven't had a matchup recently that was bad against bad. It's been pretty consistently top 3 against bottom 3, which has made it very difficult for those. First of all, it's been made it very difficult for the top 3 seed to really solidify themselves. They just keep shuffling up and down. And it's made it really difficult for the 4th, 5th, and 6th, who are all sitting pretty close to one another, to really, pick who's going to be in 4th, or at least narrow it down to 2. They can't even narrow it down to 2 comfortably right now, which is annoying.
The Blackhawks are knocking off the bottom. We got to start counting people out.
And they can't. Let me pull up how many games played we've got here. I know we're getting pretty close. We can keep.
We're in the 49 to 52 area. Some have 53. Whoa, the Red Wings have 54. They only have 2 games left. We are literally down to it. We have less than 2 weeks, 2 weeks for most.
So the Blackhawks have 5 games left, but they're 8 points back. So they have literally got to win all of them. And the Predators have to lose all of them. They might be eliminated tonight, which will actually really change what game we're going to cover tomorrow if they're eliminated.
Stay tuned to see where we're at tomorrow.
Stay tuned tomorrow morning to find out which game Megan and I are going to live stream tomorrow, because it's all going to depend on how these folks play tonight.
Yep. And in the Central, speaking of what games we could watch tomorrow, this game, this competitive stance here is down to the Preds, the Stars, and kind of the Blackhawks, but kind of not. I don't know. I personally think the Preds are going to hold on to this. Dallas is needed to make some good wins if they wanted to make this little jump here to 4th, but they just haven't been able to do it.
They play the Panthers tonight.
Yes, they do.
So, I mean, that's something.
Is it?
I guess.
Okay. I think I'd give it to the Panthers, but we'll see. No guarantees here. And then we have the North. The North is the only division that doesn't have their top 3 solidified.
Which is because they have so many less games played because of the Canucks COVID situation, which is why on Saturday I actually texted Megan a screenshot of the East Division in my, first of all, I had a couple cocktails, so I was not necessarily doing all of the math. I was just looking at the numbers, and I was like, what the frig? Because the Senators have been eliminated, but the Canucks have not. The Senators are in 6th, and the Canucks
because the Canucks have only played 45 games.
Right, so that in my head didn't compute, and I was like, why the frig?
And it sends me this screenshot of the standings saying, what the fuck? And I go, what?
Because I didn't look at the games played. I was like, why are the Senators eliminated in 6th and not the Canucks? But it's because the Canucks have only played 45 games. They have 9 left, and the Senators have 5 left. So,
what we're saying, this division can also change tonight, because if the Oilers win in any form tonight, do they only need 1 point?
Yeah, they only need 1 point.
They only need 1. If Oilers get any point tonight, they will clinch a spot also, which will be good.
But tonight also, if the Canadians win and the Jets lose, can the Jets sink to 4th?
Canadians win.
It's 57-55, so it'll be tied, but I don't know who has the games in hand.
No, because the Jets have 27 wins, and the Canadians have a lot of OT losses.
You're right.
Tied, the Jets will still be on top.
You're right. But it's bad because then the Jets will be, falling very close to 4th, and then they'll have to play the Maple Leafs in that series.
Would not be a good look for them. Yeah.
No, because we've been boasting that the Jets need to get their shit together against the Oilers, but maybe they need to get their shit together against the Maple Leafs.
Just like shit together. But also, what we were saying, the Flames and the Canucks are all technically still in contention, which...
Okay, the Canucks are not.
They're not, but they are. But it's fine. We'll let them have this moment. They still matter. They don't. They're not making it.
I mean, the Flames are less insane. I don't know. Who do they play tonight?
The Flames are not playing tonight.
They don't play. Okay. Because they have 50 games played. They're 7 points back. So, it's not completely out of the question, but it's unlikely.
They would have to just play really well.
Well, they have... Oh, never mind.
Yes, yeah.
It's because, the Canadians have so many more overtime losses than everybody else in the North, so it, really screws with the points.
Yeah, they have 9. That's 4 more than the next closest person.
It's interesting.
It's fine. It's fine. Guys, yesterday was so quiet in the world of hockey. It was just weird.
So tonight there are 14 games again. And I know that there's not a ton of NHL.
One team that does not play tonight. That's it. And it's only because there's an odd number of teams in Canada.
The
Jets have the night off. I hope they watch hockey.
No. The Flames don't play tonight either.
Oh, I'm saying, on Saturday. Only one team didn't play on Saturday.
I was going to say there's 14 games tonight, not 15. So there's 3 teams off.
The Red Wings, the Lightning, and the Flames are off tonight.
I hope they all have a lovely evening.
I hope they all have a nice beverage tonight. But let's jump into the games tonight. Let's give some thoughts, some predictions here. The Penguins are playing the Flyers. I think the Penguins are catching their stride. I think the Flyers are losing theirs, but
Flyers don't have they're about to dip below 500 in the wins-loss category.
Right. They are exactly at 500 right now.
Which isn't really a thing in hockey, but you know what we mean. Win-loss differential is about to go into the negatives.
But so hopefully the Penguins can take this tonight. I'm feeling decent about it. Capitals Rangers. What are we thinking? Because I feel like they've both kind of softened.
Sorry, I was looking at our questions. What chances do the Lightning have?
To be number 1, to win?
To win the cup. I don't think they're very good. I think they're the best team out of the Central Division.
I don't think they're going to make it out of the Central Division playoff.
No, I want the Panthers to take it, but I mean, I think it'll be the Canes or the Panthers.
It's either going to be the Hurricanes or the Panthers for me.
But yeah, jumping back to the East a little bit, like you said, the Penguins will probably take this game unless something bad happens. I'm just looking at the points. Who are the Capitals playing tonight? The
Capitals
Rangers.
are playing the Rangers tonight, which I think they're both softening currently, which our friends at Bottom Line say otherwise. But I don't think that's like a guarantee here. I'm assuming
the Caps don't look great right now. They don't.
Right. Which if this is Caps are winning, I mean it's not.
Well, the Caps don't look great, but they also don't look great because they're playing the top 4 in the East over and over again. Like, Rangers probably are going to get eliminated tonight, but they also would be in like a 3 seed in like 2 of the other divisions. So,
yeah, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. What was I going to say?
So,
anyway.
The Caps and the Rangers game will be interesting. It is the last road trip of the regular season. I'm going to make my regular plug now that the Bruins will be in Washington, D.C. on May 11th, and I will probably sell my firstborn if someone will find me tickets because I can't find them for less than $2,000. So someone please help a girl find some tickets. My birthday is on Saturday. It would be a belated birthday present. That is my plug. Continue on.
Anyway, sticking with the East here. Tonight we have the Islanders playing the Sabres. This should be a win for the Islanders. If it's not, I'll be surprised. But hey, we've all fallen to the Sabres here and there. So you never know.
That is true. That is very true.
And you have your face-off with the Devils, hoping to clinch a playoff spot.
Fucking New Jersey Devil.
Never a guarantee here. I don't know. The Devils are that team where you go into it and you're like, we should totally win this. Like, we should be fine. But you never know.
But they'll probably just make the Bruins have to wait one more game to clinch it and really be a pain in my ass.
Really just like hurt your soul. But regardless, whatever. Let's jump into the Central. I know we have some Central fans watching. Tonight we have the Panthers taking on the Stars. The Stars need this if they want a chance. They can't keep losing. If they want a chance for that 4th spot, the Stars need to win this, but I foresee the Panthers taking it. They've kind of been...
Yeah, especially because the Preds play the Blue Jackets tonight. So that is, again, a pretty confident W for Nashville. So if the Preds are able to go up to 60 points and the Stars are staying down at 55 and they only have 4 games left, that is going to be probably the nail in their coffin. Not mathematically, but, like likelihood-wise, there's probably not much they can come back from there. And I think that will probably eliminate the Blackhawks as well.
Yeah. And then the last game we have in the Central today is the Blackhawks and the Hurricanes. I think the Hurricanes are going to take this. They really have. I think they're the force to be reckoned with in the Central Division. So that is one gal's opinion. Let's jump to the West, shall we?
The West. Well, we've got another set of 4 games.
Vegas is taking on the Wild, which... The Wild has been an interesting contender here. They've been playing the Blues a lot, which has been rough.
I'm excited to see them play someone else.
Their win streak on Saturday or on Friday. They lost their win streak when they took on words are so hard.
All the team options are right in front of you. Arizona, they lost to.
Yes.
Go Yotes, man.
It wasn't cute, but they beat them on Saturday. So hopefully they can hold themselves up here against the Wild. Not sure what's going to happen. But the Wild and the Blues have been playing each other tough. But the Blues here kind of should have an easy night taking on the Ducks.
Which is not good for the Yotes, who are only 3 points back of a playoff spot. But the Blues have 3 games in hand on the Yotes.
Yes.
So the Yotes are going to need some wins and the Blues are going to need some losses. But the Coyotes do play the Kings tonight. So... Yes. Ideally, both teams here should win and keep that playing field level set. Yeah. Well, I mean, if the Blues losing would be really great for Arizona, but I don't envision that happening.
Either one losing would be really great for the other, but I don't foresee either of those scenarios happening.
And the Avalanche are playing the Sharks, and the Sharks have been actually a little bit pesky, a little bit like the Devils, kind of a pain in your ass. They're not eliminated, actually, which is interesting. They're at 45, so this is probably, if they lose tonight, probably going to be it for them because they only have 5 teams left.
The Kings aren't eliminated either.
Yeah, I don't know what's
They're
happening.
only 1 point behind the Sharks, too.
But if the Avalanche do lose today and the Wild win, they're going to be back tied again for that second seed. The Avalanche right now sit 4 behind the first slot with 1 game in hand on Vegas. So we'll see how that goes. They did extend the West to end on the 11th, I think. No, everybody else ends on the 11th. They end on the 13th, I believe.
And I think the North is what, the 19th?
19th.
It's a push, yeah. But speaking of the North, let's jump and see what the matchups are for them tonight. They have 3 games in the North tonight. Granted, that's the max they can ever have. The Maple Leafs are taking on the Canadiens, which the Canadiens, they don't need this, but it would help.
Yes. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
The Jets need this. The Jets really just need to beat the Senators, which shouldn't be a lofty order. But if they do lose and the Canadiens win, like we said, they will be tied for that 3rd seed. And if the Jets lose and fall, they'll have to lose another game to fall, or vice versa. They'll be tied. But if they do end up in the next couple of days falling to that 4th seed, it is not going to be great if they have to face the Maple Leafs in the playoffs, particularly looking at how bad Winnipeg is playing right now. They are not
to play Toronto in the first round.
Yeah,
has a long a rough series ahead of them.
Okay, let's preface the Maple Leafs. I have no belief that they are going to play well in the playoffs. They never do. But the Jets look horrendous.
I think they're going to be fine within their division. It's just the second they're out, done.
The Jets do not look good. They are in survival mode to get to the playoffs right now, and I think they could probably survive against the Oilers, who also play incredibly badly in the playoffs. But against the Maple Leafs, it's not looking great.
Mm-hmm. But the Oilers tonight are playing the Canucks, so hopefully they can keep that. No reason they shouldn't. Canucks are in last. But speaking of the Oilers, something to be on the watch for is that McDavid has 7 games left and needs 13 more points to reach his 100 points for the season. He currently, I believe, is the top contender for the Art Ross Trophy.
By far.
Yeah, by like 13 points ahead of someone.
Let me look it up.
Yeah. Or he's 13 points to, regardless. If he gets to 100 again this season, that would be extremely impressive given the shortened season. But
he's got 87 points.
Yes.
Leon Draisaitl, his line mate, has 71, and then Mitch Marner out in Toronto has 64, and then we go down. Nathan McKinnon 63, Austin Matthews 62, Patrick Kane 62, Brad Marchand 61.
Yeah, Marchand. Yes. So he's 12 points in front of the next closest person, right? Or did I do math wrong? What are the numbers?
16.
Whatever. 5.
And then he's 11 goals behind Austin Matthews, and he leads by 11 assists on Patrick Kane.
Yes. That's the ones. I was looking at these before. Hey, Steel Flyers, what's up? But yeah, tonight's matchups are going to be good. There's everyone except for 2.
You know what? Another statistic that I just because I'm looking at these, there's a couple players that could reach 30-goal seasons in 56 games, which is an incredible statistic. So Connor McDavid, Mikko Rantanen, Tyler Toffoli, and Brad Marchand all have at least 27 goals with around 5 games left to play, which is pretty feasible if they're on that track. So it would be really great. Even Barkov, it would be incredible because he missed a good 10 games and he has 25 goals. So even him, if they can get 3 goals, Connor McDavid only needs 1, Rantanen needs 2, and then Toffoli and Marchand need 3. But if they could hit a 30-goal season in 56 games or less, depending on if they had to sit out for suspension or injury, that would be very interesting to see, particularly moving forward into a full season if they're able to maintain that pace.
Yeah. Which it's like when you look at things like this and you look at like the points leaders and 1 and 2 are both Oilers. Why are the Oilers not number 1? Like, why can they not deliver this?
They don't have depth.
Just that good?
We were talking about it last week. Like, it depends on – I was talking about this with a couple of people this weekend too, because the definition of MVP is debatable across all professional sports. Does the most valuable player mean that you carried your team, or that your team, so Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid carry their team. The Oilers would literally not be there. The Avalanche would probably still be good without Nathan MacKinnon. I don't know if they would be cup contenders, but they would still be good. So it's how you define MVP. It's like in the NBA, the Sixers would probably still be good without Joel Embiid, but the Nuggets would probably not be good without Nikola Jokic. So it's like, where do you draw the line in terms of what a valuable player means in your definition?
Yeah, I think that's a really good debate. I'll put that debate up on our Instagram, and you guys can sound off if you're on there. Look at the Slapshot Sweethearts Instagram page within the next hour or so, because I want to hear what everyone else has to say, because it's true. Like, you can't win because of two players. You need a team in this sport.
Well, and we were debating that, like I said last week too, that I don't think Austin Matthews is ever going to win. He's leading in goals by a lot, but he's never going to win an award until Tampa can go deep in a playoff run, which is frustrating. But also, his team is absolutely stacked. They have Tavares, they have they have all of these guys, and Austin Matthews will never be recognized for his natural ability until he can prove that he can carry a team somewhere. So then it's like it reverses the definition, right?
Him.
What'd you say?
He has a team dragging his notoriety down. Like, he could have so much more recognition if he had it a team stacked around him that could get it there.
Yeah. It's and it's not like Toronto's a small market either. So in the NBA, there's players like Bradley Beal who should be an MVP discussion that will never be because they're in a small market and their team's not very good. The Maple Leafs are good, but they're not historically playoff teams. And he's also surrounded by incredible players. So until he can show that he can bring a good team into a good run, he's never going to win anything, which, sucks for him. But also, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You have all the pieces there to make a run, especially when you're in this division setup where you're playing against teams that are much worse than you, and you're in a very soft division.
Yeah, it's rough. But things we're going to watch as we get into this point where teams have either made it or they haven't. Once teams have not made it and the regular season is ending within the next 2 weeks, what protections are they going to make? What choices do these teams have to start assessing? Definitely be on the lookout to see from those bottom teams what their strategies should be. And as we get to a little break for some divisions before playoffs start, we will be chatting about all these things, what people should be doing, what they shouldn't. So be sure to stay tuned. We have so many games tonight, so much to talk about tomorrow. So make sure you are
live
here. We will be here tomorrow, lunchtime. Be sure to check it out. For now, I'm Megan. That's Shannon. Check out our socials below. Sweethearts Pod on Twitter. Sounding off on Twitter constantly. Slapshot Sweethearts on Instagram. Like I said, I'll be posting that response for you guys. Let us know what the MVP in the NHL should really mean. But in the meantime, go watch some hockey.
Have a good one.